Hello friends, today I am again before you with the model answer for studies case study, and today again we will be giving one question which we will be answering tomorrow. So let us first see what is the case study and what can be its model answer. See, the case study was, uh, as a district magistrate you should decide on granting clearance to a large manufacturing project promising massive employment but posing threats to local biodiversity and water security. NGOs are opposing while political pressures favors approval citing greater good, of course, because large employment and economic development has been promised. Now, again, I will say using the Kidder's dilemma paradigms and Potter box model, let us analyze this whole case uh, and then we'll try to find out what are the options available and which option is best uh, and which theory supports that option. So, what is the ethical dilemma in this whole scenario? Let us understand that. See, ethical dilemma is basically between immediate economic growth versus long-term environment sustainability. So, because both are important, so this is first ethical dilemma. Second is political pressure. Political pressure, of course, for citing greater good employment and economic development, and ethical duty to constitution and public interest, and also to environment also. So, this is again second dilemma. Now, who are the stakeholders in this whole process? Local communities, because employment prospects are there versus employment risks are also there. So, for local community, both positive and negative things are there. Then, future generations, because whenever environment issues are involved, future generations are also affected and they are also become automatically stakeholders because sustainability of resources and sustainability of environment itself is under question. Now, third is political leadership and investors because if some industry is there, a lot of investment might have come. So investors as well as political leadership because they are also worried about the welfare of the people and economic development, employment, etc. Then environmental groups, NGOs, civil society, etc. They are also, I mean, already in the case study itself, it has been mentioned that they are agitating. Then biodiversity and ecological systems, because if they damage, it's very difficult to restore that. So all these are stakeholders. Now, what are the options available? Let us see that. First is grant immediate approval under political pressure, which already employment will be given, economic development will happen. So, what are the pros for that? It boosts short-term employment and economic activity. What are the cons for this option? Risks irreversible environmental degradation, violation of environmental ethics and constitutional mandate as well. Uh, Second option is reject the project outright and protect the environment. What are the pros for that? Safeguards natural resources and biodiversity because you are not allowing the project. But what is the cons in that? Potential loss of economic opportunity, political fallout, and employment, etc. All these are going to happen. Now, what is the third approach? Adopt a balanced approach, mandate comprehensive environmental and social impact assessment, ensure stakeholders consultation, and conditionally approve only if robust mitigation measures are in place. Now, what are the pros for this option? Balanced development with ecological protection, upholds transparency and public trust. Cons may cause delays, requires careful management and expectation. So, if you follow the third option, the project may not be rejected altogether, but definitely for preparations, for various approvals, for various assessments, time is required. So, it's going to little delay definitely is going to happen. So, what is the option? I mean, which will be chosen by a bureaucrat or a civil servant? Option chosen will be option three. Uh, After choosing what we want, civil servant has to do, insist on a thorough scientific assessment, public consultation including affected communities, enforce stringent environmental safeguards, and condition the project's approval on clear mitigation, rehabilitation, and accountability frameworks. So these things are important. Uh, Project will be approved only on clear mitigation, rehabilitation, and accountability. The mitigation of the environment, basically, rehabilitation of the displaced persons, accountability frameworks. All these have to be put in place. Now, what are the justifications for this option? Ethical justifications. Sustainable development, as emphasized by Brundtland Commission in 1987, because he came up with the report that present needs should be met without compromising the future generations' needs. So this is the environmental report, and this is important, and this has to be mentioned. This comes as environment ethics, and this is important as far as any environment case study. You will have to mention environment ethics, and future generations prospects needs to be safeguarded as far as environment is concerned. Now, constitutional mandate, Article 21, right to healthy life, 48A, protection of environment, 51A, fundamental duty to protect nature. So all these also we need to follow, and this constitutional morality. So constitutional mandate and morality, which is contained in various articles. Some are in fundamental rights, some in directive principles of state policy, and some other in fundamental duties also. So all these put together give us the constitutional morality or constitutional mandate to take this decision. Then next is public interest. True greater good encompasses economic upliftment and environment sustainability. So you are not stopping either. You are neither stopping economic upliftment or economic development in that area, but you are not compromising the economic environmental sustainability also. So basically, both has to go together. So this is basically public interest in, larger public interest, we say. Now, through transparent, evidence-based, and participative governance, the decision must reflect ethical leadership rather than political expediency. So, rather than following blindly what political bosses say or pressure is there, you have to give ethical leadership. You have to agree with them also. You have to see the environment is also protected. You see the economic development also takes place. Employment opportunities are not forgotten. But then there has to be a balanced approach. You take some time and then take a decision, appropriate decision like this. What is conclusion? Ethical governance requires harmonizing economic growth with ecological stewardship. So same thing. On the one hand, development, on the other, environment. Both have to be protected together, ensuring justice for both current and future generations. So whenever environment issues are involved, future generations become very, very strong stakeholders, and their interest also needs to be protected. So this completes the model answer for the case study in roughly about 200 words. Now the question which I will be giving for tomorrow is like this. Distinguish between moral and political attitudes. Why is neutrality in public in political attitude crucial for public servants? So this is the question which we will be discussing, model answer tomorrow. I will again repeat it. Distinguish between moral and political attitudes. Why is neutrality in political attitude crucial for public servants? So this is the question for tomorrow. We will be discussing this question tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. We'll meet again with the model answer for this with this question of this question tomorrow. Thanks a lot. Thanks to all the viewers.